Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Taru and today we have the finale for Pan Those Eyeshadows for this year. Don't you worry, it's coming back next year. This is the one project I will probably do as long as I am panning, because I do have a lot of eyeshadows. I mean, the ultimate goal obviously would be that all of my eyeshadows would have pan in them, but I think that's not gonna happen in a while, so I will keep doing this project. Obviously this project was created by Alexandra Sjösten for many years ago, and people have just run with it, made it their own, and yeah, I've been doing it for many years now. I will be doing it for at least 1 more year, that I can promise. Then you know what happens in life. But anyway, this year I have been working on 4 randomized shadows at a time. Goal is to hit pan. Once I hit pan, the shadow rolls out, a new one rolls in. Last month, or previous 2 updates, I have been able to roll out all the 4 shadows. So for 2 months I've had total success. The finale is a good one as well, let me tell you. So let's just get into it. First shadow comes from this Revolution Courage palette. This was a free gift with purchase, and these are very shallow pans, so no surprise I hit pan in this shadow as well. This is not the best shadow in the palette. You can tell that there are 2 types of shimmers. Ones that just have this sheen like these 3, and then the actual metallics. Not a fan of this. I used it 5 times and I had pan. No surprise, I knew this was gonna be easy, but the shadow is very dry. I mean, this palette is also, all of my palettes are quite old already. I think I'm starting to see that. You might be seeing that as well. So yeah, 5 uses and we were able to hit pan in this one. The next one comes from the Revolution Live on the Dance Floor After Party. Why am I losing my voice? I'm so sorry. And this is a frequent visitor in the project because there are a lot of shades in here, and this was also a free gift. I've gotten a lot of those from Revolution. Yep, there's pan. I have like repotted some shades in here that weren't originally part of this project, no, this palette, so it's looking a bit different, but this was an original shade. I had used it a little bit previously. 5 uses as well with this guy. I was not expecting that to happen. I realized quickly that this is a soft shade because this was a very hardly pressed shadow. This was a loosely pressed. I wasn't sure which one. This was very easy as well, but I didn't think it would be 5 use easy, but it was. So another pan for the finale. Very exciting. And then we have this guy, the LA Girls Neons palette, and from here we got the silver pan as well. So 3 pans so far, and you wanna guess how many times it took me? 5. Like, I was not expecting that. Like, no. I wasn't sure if I'm gonna hit pan on this one, but then I realized, because this is also kind of a lackluster shade on its own, but I realized it looked great under the shimmers from the Dragon's Eye palette that is in my project Half Pan. I was able to hit pan in that palette by using this first and then putting the glittery shimmers on top, and that looked quite good in my opinion. So that was nice. And only 5 uses. White pan. The last shade comes from the Balm Alternative Rock Face and Eye palette, and I rolled in my least favorite shade that was, I think was in my first round of pan those eyeshadows, and I didn't hit pan on it then. Look at this guy right now. Yep, that's a big pan. You wanna guess how many times? Did you guess 5? Because if you did, you're absolutely right. I don't know what happened that all of these needed 5 uses. But this guy was dry from the get-go, and now it's super dry. And I used it 5 times all over my lid, and yeah, there was a lot of fallout, a lot of kick up, a lot of, yeah, I needed to go in multiple times to get enough for my eyes. So yeah, I did use a fair amount every time I used it, but still I did not believe that 5 would be the number with this either. Obviously I did have a dip already, but still. So I think my shadows are getting old, or then my brushes are getting like stabby and like harsh, because sometimes I feel it also in my eyes that some of my older brushes are not as soft as they used to be. So it might be that they are also a bit harsh on the shadows, and the shadows are dry, and then, you know. But if you're thinking that I have something, I don't know if you can even tell that it's a multi-chrome, but I got some new eyeshadows. My no-buy update, I should film that, because yeah, I tend to give myself a reward after a year of no-buy, and it's on my eyes right now. So I have some new ones, so we'll see if those are harder to hit pan on. Maybe they will be here next year than these old ones, so then we'll see what happened. But since it's the finale, let's look at the whole year as well. I was able to have 3 months in a row that I hit pan on all of the shadows. What happened? I think what happened is that my pan palette doesn't have that many shades anymore, and I wanted to use other shadows as well, so I think that helped. But overall, in this project this year, I've hit 25 pans, which is amazing. And overall, the whole year, I have hit 65 pans. And I had to like double check that I counted correctly, because I was like, that, like, what? But I have been doing, I mean, fairly well in this project. I mean, this is one of the good years for me in this project, and also obviously the project half panned. I'm trying to have all my palettes half, so that half of the shades have pan in them. So I've had a lot of pan in that project obviously as well, and I need to change my legs because I'm sitting on the floor. Yeah, 65. So since the last update, I had 231 pans in my collection, and now I have 237. And my pan percentage went from 46.6 to 47.8. So there was 1.2% increase. To be honest, I did not add these guys in the inventory yet, because I kind of want to see how this year, just how much progress I made this year. And then obviously how I count my pans is, even if I finish a shadow this year, until the end of the year, that counts as the ultimate pan. Like, that is still counted as my pans. Then when the year change, I take the finished eyeshadows out, I count how many I have left, I add the ones I bought now during Black Friday, and then in January we have the fresh numbers again. So my pan percentage will drop from here to January, but I like doing it that way instead of like removing empty pans and adding these eyeshadows that I just got into this. This is the first time I've had the palette in my eyes, so I think it shows the progress more than if I did it the other way. So obviously in January it's gonna go down a little bit, and then I have to try and catch up and maybe at some point get to 50%. That was kind of the very high like dream goal for this year, but we got to 47.8, so that's not too far away. So we started the year as 172 pounds and pound percentage was 34.3, so it was, what did I say, 13.2% increase the year and 65 pounds. That is amazing. So yeah, in January we'll see what will happen. I've added some eyeshadows, but I've finished a lot of them. I've decluttered some, which I will count now to be removed. So we'll see what happens, but keep an eye out. In January I will have a month off from this project, and then I will randomize new fresh eyeshadows and we will go again. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this project and maybe other projects with eyeshadows that I have in my channel, and yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.